man was cornered, so he screamed, "Kill me!" The orc leader beside him smiled. "Don't worry, I won't kill you. You will remain our slave for the rest of your life. Simply put, the women are killed and the men are taken captive. That's how the orcs live. And the reason is that this world is reversed. The values here are completely different from our world. Here a man must be beautiful and chaste, and it is the woman who protects the man. I'm Mustafa, and I will summarize the manga, The Reversed World, for you without taking too much of your time. Let's begin."
Since I was born with my previous memories, I still haven't gotten used to these values. When women harass men, it's usually ignored, while a man is considered a pervert if he takes the initiative. The women in this world are bold, and the men run away in embarrassment from harassment based on the memories of my previous life. I feel happy, but showing it would immediately spark rumors that would lead to my social death. For me, this world is both heaven and hell. Hurry up and take off your clothes. I'm very nervous. And also take that thing off your waist. Faced with the threat of the monster woman, the man muttered a curse. Where are the reinforcements? At that moment, Sonia, who was tied up beside them, shouted, "If you touch a hair on Lord Al's head, I'll slaughter you all." The leader of the monsters saw the arrogance of the bound Sonia, so she tied her up in a turtle position, mocking her like a lizard. In response to that, Sonia was about to reply, but Al called her by name and shook his head, signaling her to endure. This reminded Sonia of their mission and the need for her patience. At the insistence of the monster leader, Al stripped off his clothes. Upon seeing this, not only were the surrounding monsters satisfied, but even Sophia enjoyed the sight. At that moment, Al wondered, if things keep going like this, will I eventually have to show obedience like Bia? Regardless of the expression, I'm genuinely interested in the process. At that point, the monster leader couldn't contain herself and happily said, "I'll take good care of you. Get ready." And at the moment when Sonia was thinking about how pitiful Mr. Al was, her hidden companion sent her a signal, and she immediately shouted, "Now!" Then, armored knights descended from the sky and surrounded the monsters. Sonia grabbed a sword from her companion and fought fiercely, angry at the attempt to harm Mr. Al. The monster leader tried to escape from danger, but was blocked by two knights. "It seems our leader received some special attention from you, so we should thank you properly," the monster leader cried in fear. And after Sonia wiped them out, she hugged Mr. Al, saying, "Thank God you're safe. Don't be reckless again." As for the other knights, they didn't like Sonia's behavior at all. "Sonia, that's harassment, and I want to do that with Al too." When she saw everyone's anger, she coughed lightly, apologized for her inappropriate hug, and bowed before Al in apology. Al replied, "It's okay. I understand." Two girls on the side said, "I can't believe the leader risked herself as bait." I was terrified. It's no wonder, considering Al is the only male knight in the kingdom of Jaria, which is ruled by dragons, where each noble manages their own lands, all of which are subject to the administration of the unified kingdom. Although security is stable around the capital, demi-humans wreak havoc in the distant regions. Our team of 20 people faced more than 100 demi-beasts. Fortunately, the terrain helped us lure them in and ambush them. But it seems these arbitrary suppression orders have a hidden agenda. It appears that I am still disliked by those above, but there's nothing I can do about it, for a man protecting his family is only natural. Knights like me, who are single, are always a nuisance. By the way, in this reincarnated world, shouldn't I be entitled to a hero's fortune? But he realized that was impossible, for while the women gazed at me with admiration, Sonia was always protecting me. So having improper thoughts about her is truly shameful. Besides, Sonia would never do such a thing. But Al didn't realize that the upright Sonia he saw was actually mocking him as she looked at his back. "Sir Al, you look so handsome today as well. I will engrave this image of you in my brain cells forever." Even though I volunteered to keep watch, I am a woman and I might have improper thoughts. But I am different from other women, and I won't impose my selfish desires on Sir Al. I want to be worthy of Sir Al's trust. In any case, Sir Al will marry me sooner or later. There's no difference between seeing my future husband's body now or later. This is my right. "Sonia, bring a towel." Coming. With the monster extermination campaign over, we returned victorious to the kingdom of Jaria within a few days. Al was at the palace listening to the rumors, and although he was used to them, he noticed they were going too far today when Her Majesty Queen Albert Brontan arrived. "You have achieved great accomplishments this time. I heard that all the monsters around the city of Rosas have been driven out, and it's amazing that you were able to achieve this with such a small military force. Despite this achievement, your talent and dedication surpass everyone, so you deserve this honor. I will grant you the title of noble and an official position in the expansion area. What do you think?" When she heard that she would be granted the title of noble, Elle thought, "I am now just an ordinary knight. My position is delicate, and I don't dare to act arrogantly like the nobles. The title of noble is a high status. It has been my family's dream since my mother's time, and I am very grateful for this honor." Elle was about to thank the king, but then she heard the Duke say, "Your Majesty, wait! For granting the title of nobility to a man is completely unprecedented." "I apologize, but I do not agree with this." As soon as he finished, other opposing voices rose up. "Bronton has achieved great accomplishments, and if we do not reward those who deserve it, we will lose the prestige of our kingdom. How can the kingdom of Garia belittle its own knights? This foolishness will make us a laughingstock to the Holy Empire." Seeing what was coming, Al felt relieved. "My greatest supporter is the Duke of Adelaide in the kingdom of Garia, the land of dragons. For he is my uncle, who rose to become prime minister and is a genius in politics and maneuvering. Without this strong backing, this noble knight would have been crushed by the hand of power long ago. My rival, Duchess Anna, is the leader of the Conservatives, and Duke Adelaide is the leader of the Reformists. Two bitter rivals who never agree." At that time, Anna said, "Glorifying the male knight is a great shame. Men should master sewing and music, not the sword and spear." Adelaide smiled and replied, "Ignore the mockery of fools. It is not worth your attention." The Queen intervened to end the argument, saying, "Enough! Lord Bronton has accomplished much, and justice requires rewarding everyone without discrimination to prevent chaos among the nobles. I will never back down from this decision. Reward and punishment are clear." The Duchess Anna remembered something, smiled slyly, and said, "Your Majesty, do you know Lisbon?" The Queen said she knew of the land that had been reclaimed 30 years ago and remains barren, where successive rulers have failed, as if it were a graveyard for pioneers. "You are right. I request that Lisbon be assigned to Lord Bronton's administration." When he heard that the graveyard of pioneers would be given to him, R thought, "It seems I'm provoking the advocates of female superiority more than I thought." As for Ed, he quickly said, "This is not an honor, but a clear exile. Your Majesty, I ask you to reconsider. Apply reward and punishment clearly, and reward achievers with suitable lands." And the one who said this was Her Majesty the Queen herself. "Duke Adelaide, do you intend to oppose Her Majesty's decision?" When Countess Anna said that, Ed fell silent, and the Queen finished distributing the rewards. Alla thought, "How unlucky I am. The title is good, but I didn't expect to be exiled to the borders. I have to adapt." That was Alar. Suddenly, Ed hugged Aller from behind and kissed him. Aller blushed and let out a soft cry. Ed frowned in displeasure. "Why are you screaming?" "I came to comfort you for your demotion." "That's an exaggeration. Duke Adelaide, head of the Garia Trade Guild, and in order to ensure his family's political prosperity, he skillfully became prime minister within just a few years." Since Al didn't respond, Ed grabbed him, calling out, "Al, Count!" Al, embarrassed, said, "Mr. Prime Minister, please spare me. Just call me Ed directly." Al thought, "This is harassment, but from such a beautiful woman. Not only am I happy, but I'm excited and I think I might win her heart." Al said shyly, "Ed, everyone is watching. Please stop." Ed saw his embarrassment, grabbed him, and said, "I'm still serious. I'll let you off today, but come with me. I have something to tell you." Al looked at Ed's back as he thought, "My relationship with him is that of a creditor and debtor for supplying provisions and equipment for the men. I borrowed a huge sum from him, and although I am grateful for his funding, I don't want to think about the details of my debt to him. He is originally a merchant and is supposed to be meticulous with his accounts. But why does he keep lending me amounts I don't repay, as if it doesn't matter to him? The ambiguity of his intentions is frightening." At that moment, Ed apologized to Al, as he did not expect the Duke to intervene in appointing a simple employee like the deputy governor. It was an unexpected move. "It seems that Duchess Anna despises the knights, but the king's orders cannot be disobeyed, and it has been decided to send you to Lisbon." Now that things have reached this point, Al asked Ed curiously about the nature of Lisbon, for it is not a good land at all. It is located at the far south of Gaul, in a remote area that takes a month to reach, and ships cannot get there. It is an Atlantic peninsula. 30 years ago, we started a port and migration project to the south, but it faltered, and we were attacked before reaching the coast while building a town along the way. In Lisbon, there are indigenous inhabitants, remnants of races that still live there. And when Al heard about them, he wondered in astonishment, "Are they Jinn?" Ed confirmed the matter. Al thought, "A classic race familiar from my previous life." I hope to meet them in my new world. Elves, beautiful and wise and noble. Al, what are you talking about? That is a completely mistaken idea. Elves are not that refined or well mannered. In reality, they are an extinct tribe with hunting traditions. Al began to wonder.
With this, we have finished summarizing the manga The Reversed World. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss anything new. This was Mustafa with you. Thank you all.